Hello darlings, how the devil are we? So if you're playing Apex Legends, then you'll probably know what's going on because you won't be able to play the game, but for everyone else, Apex Legends has been hacked. Now normally this wouldn't be anything worth mentioning, however this one comes with a slight comedic twist. Basically, someone hacked into Apex complaining that Titanfall was full of hackers. More specifically, that Titanfall 2 has so many hackers that it's currently unplayable and just not fun to be in at all. So basically these individuals hacked into Apex and replaced the playlist text with savetitanfall.com. TF1 is being attacked, so is Apex. So I guess you could call it a little bit of a protest at the same time. According to sources, this has been going on for 3 years. The hacking has got worse and worse, and even though the game is still being sold, nothing has been done to alleviate this problem. Now apparently it first started appearing in the PC version, but updates have confirmed that it's now gone into Xbox and the PS4 versions. If you go to savetitanfall.com, you get to see the breadth of the situation. The site isn't your typical hacking interface with a few lines stating what they've done. This is actually a fully detailed document on the situation of Titanfall 1 and how unpleasant it is currently. And although I don't condone hacking at all, I can certainly relate to being miffed off with cheaters in one of your beloved games. For all those who don't know, Titanfall 1 and 2 have been under DDoS attacks for quite some time. Back in May, you may remember there was a new character that got released into Apex, and it related to Titanfall 2. And as a result, there was a lot of high-profile names that decided to give Titanfall 2 a go. Unfortunately, there are individuals out there who basically like making everyone else's life a misery. And out of this, these individuals started doing denial of service attacks on any server that the streamer went into. So the community basically ended up making a mod that allowed them to make all user data anonymous, and this kind of alleviated the situation. Or at least so people thought it did, but now every server seems to be under some sort of denial of service attack, or at least it seems so easy to do that anyone can do it, and as a result everyone is doing it. Someone does something you don't like, hey I know, I'll just denial of service this server. Respawn basically came back and said they are doing something about this, but nothing has come to fruition so far. And as a result, it looks like people are taking matters into their own hands. I gotta say, this is a bit of a shame in my opinion, because Titanfall 2, ever since it's gone to the Xbox Game Pass, it's had a consistent player base. And personally, I think it's really important. Team deathmatch games tend to peter off pretty quickly, and to have one that's got a consistent player base is pretty rare. So I can only hope that Respawn are working on something and we see a change relatively soon. It is a bit of a mystery to me at the moment. I had a look into the server infrastructure for Titanfall 2 and it isn't dedicated base servers, it's actually a cloud-based infrastructure. So technically this should actually make it harder for people to target them and do a denial of service attack. But this is obviously not the case, as this is a continued problem. Additionally, looking at some of the dev tweets as well, my understanding is this isn't just one single point of attack. They tweeted saying, "The situation affecting the Titanfall games right now is frustrating. Weeks of work required to address each stupid new thing." And this to me suggests that Titanfall 2's codebase actually is a piece of Swiss cheese and just full of security holes. However, these are just guesstimates at the moment, and I have all the respect to the dev team because I know personally how much time it takes to fix bugs and exploits and security holes in a system. And often the case, you feel like you're always one step behind the attacker. Either way, I think this is a real shame. This should never have got to this stage in the first place. I am certainly not condoning the attacks at all, but I certainly can understand their frustrations. Apex and Titanfall are both amazing series with both amazing communities, so hopefully Respawn will do something to alleviate both set of problems. But until then, we're going to have to wait with bated breath. I currently don't know if the servers are back up. We're still waiting on details from Respawn. If you've been impacted by these changes, let me know. If you still play Titanfall 2, what do you think of the situation? Do you think it was warranted or not? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and don't do anything stupid. And I'll be back with more news soon.